Hey guys, just wanted to, as I promised, I was going to put some momentum building tips in here for you today. This is, to me, where we're at right now is we've just got to keep our momentum rolling. And, there's a lot going on. It's interesting times. I won't say it's fun times, but it is. I mean, in some ways it's fun. I saw my mom sent me a picture of what she's doing to occupy her time. And she's doing puzzles and she's got crayons and pencils to draw and create some stuff and cards, and she's of course keeping up with news and stuff and doing Zooms with her friends from church and her activities and all that stuff. And so it's pretty fun to see how we're all filling in. We had a contest here apparently in the neighborhood 2 days ago. It was crazy making for me. Was they were doing how much noise can you make, and all the kids at 5 o'clock p.m. I think it was on Friday. Others would have thought about doing a happy hour. They were banging cowbells and things. So anyway, this is a time when we're in a different situation, and it's very easy to fall into, watching movies all day, doing a movie fest, or doing a Netflix binge or something like that. And I want to make sure that you realize this is the time of opportunity. Yes, a great opportunity to connect with people that we're close to. Time when we're not running every place and doing everything, that we have a chance to be with the people that we love the most, and we're in the house with them. So make sure you leave plenty of time for that. But also, this is a great time for you, and it's a great time for your business. And I'm talking now to realtors who are in our expert partners, Facebook program. And so I want to make sure that you get some momentum building stuff. And really, if you want to blow up 2020 and not have this be the stoppage of everything 2020 for you, we want to make sure that you have, the right things. So I want to give you, there's three things that I want you to just think about. Put your focus here. Number one is thinking bigger. How do I come out of this in a better way? Number two is taking massive action. I talked about this on my Facebook yesterday and probably other times. And then, how do you live large? And, while we're living in a controlled space right now, it doesn't mean we can't live large. And it also doesn't mean we can't think big and set up the living large as we come out of this, which I believe is where our greatest opportunity is going to be, is on the other side. And I think that every time we've ever slipped into a recessionary period, which we sort of expect from this. We don't know what it's going to be, but we expect a recessionary period. And if we do, how do we come out the other side, is with the greatest opportunity that we've probably seen for some of you who've only been in real estate for 6 or 7 or 8 years, the greatest time you've had to come out the other side, owning more market share. So I want to talk about number one is you got to develop your mindset, keep yourself engaged. Nothing changes until you change, and it's happening inside, not outside. It's not happening to you. It's happening through you, and life is happening right now for you. So remember that it's whatever's happening is happening for us. Great chance to connect with people we love, which we might not have had. Great chance to do things that are a little more relaxed that we might not have taken, and a great chance to build our business system structures, all those things that we might not have stopped to do. This is a great opportunity. Second thing I want to focus on is habits. Habits. What habits are you forming during this time, right? So we weren't going to the gym every day. Can you work out in your home every day? The answer is yes. Can you do 4 sets of push-ups and a whole bunch of sit-ups? And can you come up with a new regimen for that? I'm going to talk about rituals in a second. And then, of course, right now I would remind you, as Jim Rohn reminded me when I was a kid, readers are leaders, leaders are readers. If you want to be a leader in your field, now's a great time to catch up on some books. And Audible makes it so that if you don't want to read, you can listen. And so, work harder, he used to say, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. And for many of us right now, this is a chance for us to do that because we don't do it when we're in activity. So what else I want to tell you? Habits. Think about the habits. What habits could you create? What habits have you been missing that would change your life? What habits could you perform, or so what disciplines would you like to have? And then how do you turn that discipline into a habit? You do it often enough, you do it enough days in a row, and through time, through the next 30, 40 days. And again, I'm not saying we're going to be in our homes for 30, 40 days, heaven forbid, but this next 30 or 40 days while things are still in this awkward stage. And I'm guessing we will not be at full activity for a good bunch of those 30 or 40 days. Also developing a growth plan. And I'm going to stick one in here in the Facebook group. You can find it in your files. I'm going to stick can I do that? Yeah, I think I can. If not, I will have a link to one that I want you to look at, and that is your growth plan. What do you want to do each month to grow yourself this year? It's going to be very important, especially if we have a shortened year, like this shortened school year, right? Kids are out of school, so they're going to be, are they back? Are they not going back to school till next year? How do they catch up? We're going to have to catch up. We're going to have to catch up. And not that we can't be doing activities right now, and not that we can't be doing business. Every single day, my email, my text messages, and my Facebook is blowing up with people who are having success even in this moment, taking listings, even now, working with buyers, even now, holding open houses virtually, even now. So this stuff is happening right now. Okay, so what my purpose was to get you in momentum. And all of that mindset and activity and massive action, that's a part of it. But I want to give you some things to work on, and that is, here's the mental exercises I want you to go through. We talk about creating new habits. We talk about having a personal growth plan. What will I do each month to grow me? Number one, I want you to expand your thoughts. Number two, I want you to expand your energy. These are things that you can do starting today, starting now. Expand your thoughts, thinking bigger. How do I do that? Reading books, having conversations, getting in touch, being around people who are expanding right now. Expanding your energy. That means working out, eating better, all that. Expanding your relationships. Great time for doing that. This is a great time to connect with the people we're with. Number five would be expanding your time. We've all have said somewhere, God, if I could just get the world to stop and I could catch up with some stuff. Okay, here we are. You might be able to catch up with some stuff. You might be able to get things done that have been haunting you. Those things that David Allen, my coach, the man who wrote Getting Things Done. David was my coach many years ago. And David used to say, do you ever wake up and have that gnawing feeling in your stomach and you don't even know what it's about, that kind of nervous tummy? And I'd say, yeah, what is that? He said, it's all the unfinished business, all the stuff you haven't gotten to, all the things that are open loops in your life. Now's a great time to close some of those loops and finish those projects and get those things done. And the final one is expand your money. And right now that comes from shrinking overhead, which leaves more expendable income, investing that properly and looking at ways that you're going to expand this year to make more, not less, as a result of this. And by the way, are there opportunities available to us that were not available? And had we just gone along normal times? The stock market is down. Could you expand there? Yes, absolutely. The real estate business is going to be in a different place. Is there going to be opportunity there? My guess is yes. Okay, final thing. I want to get into this creating momentum. You go to a sports game, whatever it is. I don't care if it's basketball. We don't have any basketball right now. But you go to a game. I used to have Laker tickets, season tickets. Right, 50-yard line, half court line, and I'm not sure what that was. Something just changed. Okay, and we'd be sitting there watching the Lakers were behind, and something sparks. I mean, they pump up the music, the crowd gets going. Somebody makes a shot. Maybe it was Kobe in his best days, right? Makes that shot, and it electrifies the crowd, and the crowd electrifies the team, and the team is, high 10 and slapping each other on the butt and all of that. That momentum. We've watched momentum shift in sports, in every sport, any sport. It can happen in golf. It can happen in a one-on-one sport. There's a momentum shift. You make a great shot, it leads to another. The mind starts to say, I got this. Momentum. Okay, so I want to give you some real keys here. Number one, I want you to have a daily ritual and a game day ritual. So if your game day starts at 9 o'clock or 8:30, whatever your work time would be, and I would urge you to stay on a regular schedule right now. Whatever that time would be, let's say it's 8:30, then everything is about getting ready to be in game shape, game point, game time, tip off, kickoff, right? That start of the game at 8:30, if that's your time, whatever your time is. If during this time you say it's 9 o'clock because I'm not driving as much, I got more time, more useful time, great, then it's 9 o'clock, whatever it is. And then I want you to really look at having your morning and evening questions, which will continue to shape your day during the day and shape your thoughts as you sleep at night. Those are going to be part of it. And I'll include those in those notes that I was talking about. In fact, I'll probably put one file, which is like some downloads. What's it called? I think it's called Expert Partner Tools. And in the Expert Partner Tools, you will find these three things. You'll find the growth plan. You'll also find the morning questions, the evening questions, and a bunch of other stuff which may be useful to you right now as you're replanning your year. Okay, so here's what it looks like. In the end, I want to give you just a couple things to look at, and one of them is going to be waking up early. Okay, so wake up early, make sure that you've got a good start on your day. Just because there's not as much pressure on you doesn't mean you shouldn't keep routines and rituals, and part of that is waking up early. I'm going to say that go to work time is going to be the end. So I'm going to give you some things that are in between those two things. You wake up at one time and you go to work at game time. So what happens in between to build momentum? Number one, I'm thinking that you wake up, and for me, it's meditation and prayer. Allison got up this morning and I was in meditation. She doesn't usually get up at the same time I do, so she caught me in the act. But gratitude is next, and part of that could be, in your momentum building time, that meditation time, the things you're grateful for. Gratitude is a key to keep our energy high, our vibration high. Love and gratitude are the highest. Fear is the lowest, by the way. So if you're living in fear, get up in the morning, meditate. Meditate gets you in a very high place, and then very much focus on gratitude. Morning questions will start to control the things that you think about through the day. It'll give you some, what am I proudest of? What am I happy about? It focuses you in the right place. Then I'm going to suggest to you warm water. So I have warm water, just 8 ounces typically. 16 is great, but warm water flushes the system in a different way. Put some lemon in it. It helps you get the alkalinity more balanced, your pH more balanced. Reading 15 minutes. Now, again, this is a place where if it's not reading, it's listening, and that could be done while you're working out. I have protein as fast as I can ship protein into my body, as fast as I can take a protein shake or have a quick egg, which is not my usual style. It's usually a protein shake. As fast as I can have that, I have that. Get protein in your body, it starts to burn fat in a different way. It metabolizes differently and kickstarts your body. Then while you're next is moving, walking, going for a run, working out, doing some kind of a workout. And while you're doing that, you can be listening. So Tony Robbins calls it net time, no extra time to do whatever it is that you're doing, right? So you can be listening. It takes no extra effort to do that because I'm doing push-ups or running or whatever it is. So then you could be listening to something. And I'm going to suggest to you that you get on some good stuff right now. Audible books, of course, would be great. I would also suggest Tony Robbins has got some great things to say. I would suggest that there's a lot of people that you can listen to. Les Brown, I mean, I don't care who you pick. Please listen to something I'm doing. Thanks for being on this. But I don't care what it is you pick. I just care that you are listening to something that's going to be uplifting, that's going to give you a different view of the world than some of the news which people focus on. Then I want you to also look at coming back from all that and having a great breakfast, because breakfast is the fuel that you're going to burn. It also keeps you from having heavy lunches and all that in the afternoon. So again, breakfast is a big deal. Connect with the people that are around you. And again, if we're going into a normal work cycle after this is all over, then this still holds. Get dressed and get to work. Okay, get dressed and get going. And while you're getting dressed, you could be listening to something. Again, net time. I'm dressing and I'm showering and I'm doing all these things and I'm listening to something powerful, something that's going to inspire. Okay, so that's momentum. When you've got those things, you've got your habits being formed, you're thinking about what you're doing purposefully to change your life and change your days and change your thinking and change your behavior. And then you're working really through having a morning routine. But remember that ritual, that morning ritual, sets you up for game time. And when you're ready to go, you go. Okay? So I have one last thing I want you to recite or say, and that is this mantra that I've been working with that says, nothing can stop me. So say it with me, nothing can stop me. All right, if you're around a bunch of people and they're going to think you're weird, you can whisper it, or you can just say it inside. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. I can, I will, end of story. I can, I will, end of story. Nothing can stop me. I can, I will, end of story. Nothing can stop me. I can, I will, end of story. Say it several times and say it different ways. Nothing can stop me. I can, I will, end of story. Nothing can stop me. I can, I will, end of story. So give yourself that mantra as you go into your momentum, and it's kind of like the music that goes when somebody steps on stage, or it's kind of like the song they put on right before the tip-off. Whatever it is, it's your mantra. Have some mantra. By the way, include some music in your inspirational stuff in the morning. Include some uplifting music, something that's a little more upbeat, not, meditation music the whole time. Get yourself pumped up. What do you think those guys are listening to when they walk in the arenas? Get yourself to a place of momentum, and watch each day be more productive, more focused, more on point, and your results go up. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.